Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup. I love indie brands. So, yes, spring palettes, you say? Okay, I got you. I got you covered. Here are my 20 top spring palettes, okay? You can't miss with these, in my opinion. Really, they're like 25, but there's a few like duos or quads. So I kind of just narrowed it and said, hey, top 20, top 20. That's a lot. They're all indie brands, except for I think a couple of them. No, 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 they're all indie brands. So I'm just gonna start with what's next to me. And here's what I mean. I don't hear a lot about this brand very much anymore. Again, I've been on TikTok for 4 years and do TikTok shop over a year and a half now. And I definitely, this is one of the brands that I do promote in my showcase, and it's What's Up Beauty. What's Up Beauty is an amazing indie brand. I have all of their palettes. And actually, I'm sure you have seen all the beauty gurus use the neon pink and black ferrule like brushes that have the white bristles. They're actually natural goat hair bristles. And I think they're like 124 US dollars. So, you know, and there's 2 sets of eye brushes that I would love to get. I'd love to get all of their brushes, but they are fairly pricey, which they just launched, you know, a bronzer, blush, highlighter brush. I'm trying to think of what else they just recently launched. And I have a feeling that they have a palette coming soon. It's just in my bones. I feel like What's Up Beauty is due for a palette. Because spring palettes from What's Up Beauty though, and their formulas are amazing. I believe they use an Italian lab. So like the bronzer and the blush, I believe is baked. The ones that they just launched. I thought the cheek Touré or something like that. It's supposed to be like inspired by the Mediterranean, I guess. But anyways, spring palettes from them. Pretty much all of the palettes from them that I know of. And I've been kind of a huge supporter of What's Up Beauty now for, I want to say, 3 years. So, and I still haven't bit the bullet and bought their brushes, surprisingly. Because, like I said, there's 2 sets and each is 124 a piece. So I think I'm just going to choose one that I would probably use the most and, you know, bite the bullet on them, because I truly want to try their brushes. But their makeup and stuff like that, absolutely, I haven't bit the bullet and got their blush or bronzer either. And the primer, to me, was kind of overpriced. It's like $35 for a hydrating primer. I'm like, all right, you're indie brand, but those are getting to be luxury prices, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, we can agree to disagree, and, you know, let me know in the comments what you think. Have you tried What's Up Beauty? And do you have the primer? If you do, give me some feedback on it. You know, how do you like it? But anyway, I feel these here are definitely spring theme. You could use for spring, for Easter. I do all year round. Like, I don't really do trends. I just don't. And I like to break the rules sometimes. Like, actually a lot of times. But anyway, with that, there's just no trends that I care to follow. I'm me, and I'll wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. The whole bullshit of, oh, don't put your eyeshadow, you know, look to match your clothes. Why wouldn't you? Why would you want to walk around with something completely that doesn't match? To me, that's ass backwards. That's just my opinion. But anyways, these things for me are like all year round. But I can see with all of these palettes, definitely the spring in them. And the first for me is this one here by, again, they're from What's Up Beauty. And this was their latest launch as far as palettes go. And this was the Dragon's Eye. The most beautiful packaging that they have ever done, in my opinion. This is raised, this dragon head, the iridescence. It's freaking gorgeous. Protectors are thick. You get a nice mirror. And, you know, these 12 pan palettes, you know, these, because they're so iridescent, it's definitely giving spring. It's definitely giving spring. And I like the name. I'm not going to do like names and a bunch of swatching because this video would take forever and I really don't want it to be more than 30 minutes. But I have to put my fingers in this. It's been a hot minute since I played with this palette, but I'll tell you, the jewel tones. And again, if you've been with me for, you know, I go gaga over jewel tones. It's my one of my favorites. And this, look at that. In the pan, it looks blue, but it's shifting emerald green, like, this is definitely, in my mind's eye, a spring palette, an Easter palette. Like, so, so pretty. So gorgeous. And the mattes in here, you know, What's Up Beauty's mattes, their formula is beginner-friendly, pigmented. Little kick up in the pan, but nothing major. They're just, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette, travel friendly. All of their palettes are, but you can totally see where spring Easter's in here. You've got this light purple, this mauve, this pink, like nude color here, like a peachy nude, and this more plummy purple brown kind of color. Really pretty. Again, I think did I swatch that one? I'll swatch this one for you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shimmers or multi-chromes in here. Duochromes and multis. Let's see, I think I did this one too. I might have already done that one. Yeah, I think it was that one. But spring all the way. Packaging, absolutely stunning. Dragons, I love fantasy. I love everything fantasy. So this hook, line, and sinker for me. Faux show. Packaging is like soft matte, which What's Up Beauty does that for all of their like packaging, the soft matte. And I'm just going to show you these two. They're duos. And actually on TikTok Shop, they were having, it was like both of these for like 21 and change, I think it was. $22 for both of the duos. Neutral girls, this is right up your alley. Like, my sister Stacy grabbed these. She was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm all over that. But again, this one right here, complete spring. Throw this in your crease, and that right there is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So pretty. And this matte, just because it's like this pink peach, well, pink corally, I guess, pink brown, whatever you want to call. But that in the crease, this on the lid, you're good to go. Again, this one has got the gold shimmer in it, and just your nude color. These are great for travel. Again, in my mind's eye, for the most part, this one is spring-like for someone that doesn't want to do 4 different shadows or whatever. So this is so pretty, really pretty Easter look, just a one and done, you know, 2 and done and out the door. So that's why I figured I'd mention these. And this was just an honorable mention because they came together. So, but what's up, beauty, right? Kind of wish they at least had a mirror, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Still great formula, still beautiful. And then the other 2 from What's Up Beauty is the Geodes palette and the Monsoon palette. The Monsoon palette was the first one that they came out with, I believe. And here's what the packaging looks like. And again, mirror, 12 pan. And to me, I see spring. I do. These lighter colors. You still have the neutrals though. Easter look right here. These. Like, definitely. You know what I mean? And so for me, and like with the neutrals and stuff, and What's Up Beauty kind of leans into their neutrals, definitely the neutral zone, but they still give you that pop of color, and they still throw in those multi-chromes and the duos in crazy, crazy, crazy. Beautiful, beautiful formulas, beautiful shadows. So for me, like this one, spring, monsoon, you know what I mean? Like the rain, blue skies, and your everything is renewing, coming back to life. Like, yeah. So that one, for sure. And again, I will let you know if I have codes with any of these brands, and they will be in the description box for you per usual, along with their websites. If you care to use my code, thank you so, so much. If not, that's okay too. Like I always say, just use a creator's code to save yourself some money. So all of these brands, they will be linked in the description box for you. And throughout the way, I will let you know which ones is affiliate and a code as I go. But lastly, for What's Up Beauty, although I wish I was on the affiliate program, I am not. And this is the Geodes. So the dragon and the Geodes, to me, just the packaging alone is kind of screaming spring to me. You know what I mean? But again, 12 pan, look at these beautiful pastel kind of spring Eastery kind of colors, in my opinion. This freaking shade, this shimmer, always blows my mind. It just does. I love that it gives you that wet look. It gives you the wet look on the eye. And if you're wondering, I am in the process of uploading, finally, music inside the makeup. And so it is an hour and 15 minutes, just to let you know. And it's going to be the series as promised. And no, it's not edited. So I did create this look, one eye done. And so hopefully you check that out. And if you do, I appreciate it. And hopefully, you know, hey, if you're new, hopefully you'll subscribe, like, stay a while, comment. Please do share, because it truly does help out my channel. And if you do, I greatly appreciate it. So Music Inside the Makeup is going to be once a month on the second Saturday of every month. Give or take, around the time frame, I'm not sure, but it will be the second Saturday of every month. And I also have Slay While You Ride coming in June, so stay tuned for that. So next up, and this is just one, this is actually a mainstream brand. Oh my, that's nice. And this is ABH. Okay, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Nouveau palette. When I look at this, in my opinion, It's muted Easter. It's spring. It's what I see. But also, again, like I stated in the beginning of this video, trends and when to wear it. I just don't do that. These palettes I wear year round. But when I look at this and say, okay, I'm going to do this whole, you know, top 20 palettes for spring, hopefully you might see what I see when I say, okay, these palettes are spring geared, you know, towards that, right? You've got your neutrals again, ABH, some beautiful, beautiful looks that I've created with this palette. And this is one of my favorite shades in this palette. Again, if you've been with me, you know I like these kinds of shades that has like that brown base or like a burgundy base and it has like green or blue shimmer on top. I just love those types of shimmers and it's one of my favorites in here. So ABH, this is the Nouveau palette. Again, I will link the websites for you in case you are interested, or again, you can go over to my TikTok page, which my TikTok is linked on my YouTube channel, and you can go into my showcase or go over to ABH in the TikTok shop, or just when I link it in the description for you. So that's the only one from ABH, and it's actually the only palette I have from ABH, to be honest. But I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that's definitely, I could definitely see that. This one, actually, I might as well just do these two because I just got these. And I can tell you for sure. And actually, so my hubby must have turned the air off because it's warm in here. Chamonix Après, so Nomad Cosmetics. I do have a code with Nomad. It's all capital letters, FFM Lisa, which will save you 10%. No, I don't get commission. It's not affiliated. It is strictly for you guys to save 10%. Again, if you're new, I had a one-time collaboration in January this year that they were so kind to give me a code for the rest of this year. So again, I will link that in the description box. I'm not editing, so nothing's gonna flash up on the TV or your phone for you. I'm just letting you know it is FFM Lisa, all capital letters, which will save you 10%. So with that, I think these three right here, how can you not? How could definitely spring all the way. And before I get into the new launches here, this is an older palette, but it was newer to me. And again, jewel tones to me scream spring. They just do. And I do have Don't Be Jelly from Unearthly Cosmetics in this lineup. You know it was happening. They're darker, yes. But the multi-chromes in here, and then the looks, I don't know if you saw the colorful look that I had created in one of my videos and in my short, but that was definitely like with the blue and the purple and the pink, spring, Easter, kind of just colorful, right? So I just feel like this definitely is like spring, Eastery, because jewel tones, candies for Easter, and regardless if it's pastel or not, and like these ones definitely have some pastels and whatnot, and there are some, but there's also like jewel tones and brighter colors is what I think of. And also spring is renewing. So coming from, you know, fall, winter, everything was icy and everything was just kind of dead. And now the trees are budding, grass is getting green, sky is blue and white clouds, and the sun's out and it's getting warmer and life is renewing, and you're seeing all this color everywhere. So that's what I think of when I look at this. And, you know, color colorful shadows, jewel tones, even, you know, pastels. Yes, spring, but Easter, right? So beautiful, absolutely stunning. And I said I wasn't gonna do this, but especially with this palette, oh yeah. Okay. Just gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. So that, and this is Royal Europe by Nomad Cosmetics. Packaging, Nomad knows how to do it. 10 out of 10. Always, always, always. And then, of course, their 2 new launches. How can anybody not, you know, bring this up for spring or Easter? You know, this is their new recent launch, you know, Fairy Tale Europe. I just did a video on this. Also, this was the collaboration that I had done, one-time collab, where they gifted me this for PR in January when they launched it, the Chamonix Après-Ski. And I was so, so grateful and so honored to be able to, you know, be gifted this and get a code, which I was completely surprised by for this year. And this is the Chamonix Après-Ski. And again, like, these are muted pastels. And I think, again, when I was talking about in my previous video with this, it was very smart how they curated this because they had just launched this in January. So spring colors, Easter colors for sure. Create so many looks. I have created so many beautiful looks with this, and I love this palette. And I am not a pastel-y kind of gal. I really am not. But there is a time to call for pastels. There just is. And I'm so glad that I have these in my collection. So this is the Chamonix Après-Ski from Nomad. And then, of course, their new launch, Fairy Tale Europe. And the packaging, y'all. The fucking packaging. This, the iridescence, just looking at this without even going inside the palette to see what the colors are captivates you, because just this is, and I like the castle, that it's matte, you know what I mean? And so, nice mirror. And it says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? Here we have again, just the row of neutrals, which I thought was smart, and then 2 rows of beautiful pastel shimmers. So again, spring, Easter, or just year round, you know, just gorge. I think that it was a smart move for them to do the row of neutrals, in my opinion. So moving on, those were the 3 from Nomad, spring. There's only one from Unearthly Cosmetics, and I had already mentioned it, and it's the Don't Be Jelly palette. Again, jewel tones. The jewel tones will get me every time, but when I look at this, we're gearing up for summer. We're gearing up for summer, getting ready for that, you know, going swimming. But to see that these jewel tones, these beautiful, brighter colors for spring, it's just really gorgeous. I've created some really beautiful looks with this palette. It's one of my favorites from Unearthly, hands down. Yeah. And then I'm this one right here. And actually, yeah. These. And even if you wanted to just throw one of these in your crease, or one in the crease and then deepening shade with just one of the shimmers, gorgeous, right? So yeah, the Don't Be Jelly by Unearthly Cosmetics. I see spring, for sure. And you can't beat those beautiful colors right there. You can't. So that was the only one from Unearthly, like that I have in my collection anyways. And then there are a couple from Blend Bunny that I think certainly is, actually I have 3. Oh, no, I don't. I have 5 that I thought, in my opinion, that are spring, but still very colorful and gonna be jumping into summer. You know what I mean? These right here. These 2 alone for sure are spring and kind of like Eastery if you wanted to go. And these I think are more so, I probably shouldn't have put these ones in because these are more maybe summer, the divination. And I, again, in my mind's eye, I'm thinking of renew and color, because everything from, like I was just saying before, everything was just like so dull, and there wasn't very much color. And if you were from up north, it was snow and just dead trees. So I think of spring as just everything coming back to life and you're seeing colors, you know? So that's where I think my inspiration with spring and wanting to, you know, have colorful eyeshadow on in the spring. Just different brands, yeah, but this is the plastic. This was their fairly recent launch. Oh, something's in my eyeball. I think I got a little hair in my eye. But again, for me, I see spring. I see like these bright pinks. And then the bright pink matte, but you still have neutrals in here, right? And you still have something to deepen up the corner with this black here. But you still got, and you got this like coral, like peachy shade, peachy shade, like that, you know? To me, it just screams spring, in my opinion. Definitely Easter colors, right? Just saying. So, Plastic by Blend Bunny. And we have to, I mean, Lure is very bright in my, it is. And this one always does not want to come out of the package. Like, I always have issues with it, which I probably should have had it out of the package before the video anyway. But no, Lisa's gonna do things the hard way. Oop, there we go. The Lure palette. So you look at this, and to me, again, it screams spring. We have like these bright colors, and this one definitely more so spring, and then Beauty Below for like summer, but that's like dark summer, you know what I mean? Because we've got mermaids. And then the other one is like the dark sister to this one, right? It's the sirens. It's the dark side to her Lure. So for me, you know, I've created some beautiful looks with this as well, and loved playing with this. And you've got these pastel colors, these neon kind of, well, I guess not neon, but pastel bright colors, right? Definitely a great Easter palette for sure, if you celebrate Easter. So if not, it's still a great spring palette. So that's that one. I guess I might save these for summer, even though I still think, you know, Beauty Below can be a spring palette, and even Divination. And I pulled out Makina. You know, I might save these actually for summer, even though, again, because it's hard for me, I don't do, like, I just wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. You know what I mean? So for me to break these kind of topics down is hard, but I still see that's definitely a spring palette for sure. So in my mind's eye, which people may disagree, and that's okay. But I think maybe I'll save these for summer, because you definitely know for sure that these, if you know Blend Bunny and you know these palettes, then they're definitely summer palettes. But I can still see them for spring as well. So I'm going to leave those out. So the two Lure and Plastic, definitely for sure spring. And the two palettes from Cosmic Beauty. And again, their recent launch for Valentine's, the Lovers palette. I mean, you know, how could you not look at this really and be like, oh, definitely spring, Easter. I'm sorry if I keep saying Easter, and I apologize if you don't, you know, do Easter, the spring palette, okay? I love Cosmic Beauty. I formerly known as Cosmic Brushes. I would love to be on their affiliate program. I truly, truly would. The multi-chrome that they've given in Hue, and the couple of, you know, dual chromes. Just, I love their matte formula. It's very user-friendly, beginner-friendly, pigmented, not so pigmented that you can't blend them. I love, next to Blend Bunny's mattes, these are top-notch, seriously. So for me, you could definitely see that this is a spring palette for sure. Valentine's palette, Easter palette, okay? So, and then the second one from Cosmic Beauty is the Muse, I should say. I mean, we've got flowers, we got peonies on the front here, okay? Makes me think of spring, renewal, flowers blooming. And then it follows up with what's on the cover as well as here, you know. You got these beautiful purples, plummies, but then you have the green grass, just the whole theme of it all, right? The whole theme of, I look at this and I see spring, I see renewal, I see new life and new color, like color coming up, you know what I mean? So it's all pretty much repetitive, but I just had so many palettes that I thought that I could share with you guys. If you don't know of these brands, then of course, you know, it's nice to be able to let other people know about these indie brands if they don't know. But I'd say probably 98% of you do, and you know that you know of Cosmic Beauty, and you know of these brands, and you know how amazing their formulas are. This one here, which is called Luster, it reminds me of that Ghost shade in Recently De-Influenced. It's not as bright and pronounced, but you can see it. And for the price point as well, Cosmic Beauty, I don't know how they keep their price point at where it is for their palettes and the quality. And they are in the UK, if you don't know, but even with shipping, it's not that bad at all. And I feel like I have a eyelash in my eye. Oh my gosh. So I do apologize. It's like poking my eyeball. Good Lord. All right. And so there's only a couple more brands. ColourPop. I don't know how you cannot, for the neutral gals, again, who do not want to do a ton of color all the time. And I'm just going to shut my door because my hubby's got the music blaring, I guess. I love coffee. I just have to tell you, I freaking love coffee. So hopefully you grabbed your coffee before you started this video. And maybe a snack, you know, I'm coming on back. But this is the Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop. And neutral gals, here we go. Here we go. This, when I want a neutral palette, I have a cool neutral undertone and actually slightly olive, which is like crazy to me. But I'm going to go for cool tones. I'm going to go for cool tones pretty much almost all the time. But I still like to wear warm tone colors, and I still can pull off warm tone colors. This, if I want a neutral look, I will pull it out. Love this black. It is just, it's pigmented. These are pigmented. It's the same ColourPop formula that we all know and love. You've got your mauves and your peaches and your rose tones, your neutrals, you know, neutral browns, the black, and these shimmers are gorgeous, like straight up freaking silver. Yep, she is silver. Let's see, Magnetic Moon is what that's called, and it is magnetic as well, palette. So that's cool. Didn't even know that until I took the little magnet, which I can show you. I did not know. I didn't know that ColourPops were, yeah, they're magnetized. And I literally, after I did this, went through all of my ColourPop and found out that all of my ColourPop, that they're all magnetized. Did you guys know that? Let me know in the comments if you knew all of ColourPop's palettes are magnetized, because I sure the hell didn't. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Like, I really didn't. Even the 9-pan palettes, they're magnetized. Did not know it. Yep. So that's an awesome thing. Although their palettes are, the little round pans are fairly small, so there's not a lot that you're going to be able to, I mean, ColourPop pans, of course. So Stone Cold Fox, and then their recent launch this year, the After Hours. This is a night out in the spring. Okay, this is gonna go have a good time. It's a hot, or a nice warm, you know, in the 70s spring night, and you're going out, you're gonna go to a concert, you and the hubby, or just you and the girls, whatever. After hours in the spring, going out, like, you got your pinks, your mauves, your berries, the grays that are in here, but it's still, to me, spring night out, baby. Spring night out. So this is ColourPop After Hours. In my opinion, like this, I really wish they would get the hell away from pressed pigments, but like I've always said, if you like that, ColourPop is the brand to go with, because they have the best pressed pigment. That makes sense. This shade here, though, freaking A. They did an awesome job with it. So, yeah, I guess they're forgiven for that one. So, for me, that's what I see. A night out in the spring. You got these beautiful colors here. This shade, crazy duochrome, multi, maybe trichrome. I don't know. But there's satins in here. It's just pinks, mauves, spring, a night out in the spring, After Hours from ColourPop. Magnetized. Ensley Rain, how could we forget? And, you know, I have, before I get in, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to share with you, and we're almost at 40 minutes. This is probably going to be another hour video, which is, you know, Flower Nose. Before I get into Ensley Rain, this I mean, the little angel, their packaging is 100 out of 100. That, like, it's 100 over 100. I love Flower Nose. I love their packaging. People think that just because they're like Asian based or Korean, whatever it is, you know, Sea Beauty is definitely taking the world by storm. And Flower Nose and Florasis, Kaleidos, Adept, like, they all have amazing formulas. And some people think that just because they're a lighter color, don't let that fool you. Do not let that fool you. This might look like it's too light, but I'm telling you, these are friggin' pigmented, and you can build them up. They don't get patchy, and they blend like a friggin' dream. Flower Nose's formula is really great. Is it, oh my God, wow, holy shit? No, but it's still a good formula, and it's, don't let it fool you. But I look at this and I say, you know, we've got some pastels going on here, but you still have a mid brown and a dark brown for deepening, which is great. And then you have these 3 shimmers here is a gold shimmer. And then they've given you a duochrome in here. And this one here is, I think there's 2 duochromes in here. This purple and blue. And then this one here. I think if you can see it, this is the gold shimmer. And they're just, there's a mirror. If I could have gotten this whole collection, the Black Little Angels collection, I definitely, I would have, like, oh, so the mirrors, they're just the whole aesthetic of it. But I definitely see spring. It's pastel-y and it's travel friendly as well. This is what the packaging, I have a hard time throwing my packaging out. Please don't come for me. You know, it is, can't help it. It's a problem. And of course, one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite, you know, beauty gurus, in my opinion, Angelica Nyquist, who is the owner and CEO of Singe Beauty. You know, I have her brushes. I pretty much have everything except for her 2 makeup bags. Her 2 makeup bags and her face brushes are the only thing I don't have. I do have her slanted blush brush, but I would like to grab her face brushes. And from what I heard her say, there is going to be another launch for Singe in April, from what she said. And I'm here for it. I'm excited for her. I'm excited to see where she's taking Singe, which is amazing. So I am so excited what this is going to be. Her blushes, the formulas are amazing. This is high quality. It's high quality. And I didn't expect anything less coming from Angie. I knew the first palette was going to be amazing anyways. You definitely can see Angie in this, but you can see spring. You can see summer, you can see fall. You can see all 3 seasons in this baby. So yeah, you know, it goes from light to dark. Again, all seasons in here. You know, spring, summer, fall. You can do wintry look with it, like, you know. So, ew, I just got a notification that Allie posted. So she gives you all different kinds of formulas in here. The mattes are soft, buttery, pigmented, but they blend amazing. She's got multi-chromes, duochromes, and some beautiful shimmers in here. She hit the mark. She did awesome with it. And yeah, I might be a little biased, but I'm not the only one that thinks that this palette is absolutely amazing. So definitely spring, all seasons. And this is the Galactic Visitor. And speaking on Angie, you know, and this is one of her collabs she did with ODENS. And I only have 2 palettes from ODENS, which are these collaborations that she did. This is a Halloween palette straight up. But again, you're sitting here watching a chick that does colorful makeup, that is full glam at all times. So I would look at a Halloween palette and go, shit, that's freaking spring, all right. this. I see spring. You've got this bright yellow, these beautiful like purples. You've got this baby blue in here. You've got some corals and pinks. To me, that, you know, again, I see spring. So this is, I don't think you can get these anymore. I know that Odin's Eye and Angelica had said that they had restocked them for the last time and they had a mega sale. But I will put Odin's Eye's website in the description just in case they're still available, because these were with a bundle. So yeah, and I will link Singe Beauty as well. I'll link all these brands for you in the description box. So the last two, and we're at 45 minutes. Of course, like I said, this was going to be an hour. And we're going to go with Bella Beauty Bar. And Bella Beauty Bar, and this is their new launch for Valentine's. This is the Morally Gray. The Heart Pans Stop. Of course, Valentine's, yes. But to me, pinks. Pinks and mauves. Like, that's Eastery, springy to me. And you can never get enough of, you know, Ensley Rain and Bella Beauty Bar's shimmers and multi-chromes and holochromes and specialty shades and shimmers. And yeah, I could go on and on. The only thing, I don't have any of their singles for either brand. I think I'm just going to save that one specifically for DEVINAH, DEVINAH Cosmetics. Because now I am investing in DEVINAH, and I have loved her shimmers and her mattes. Everything plays so well together. And those from DEVINAH are clay-based. So finding out that clay-based formulas clay absorbs oil. And if you have oily lids, you know, those are going to work perfectly for you. So, but this, again, it's pink. It's mauve-y. I see spring and like Eastery. So yeah, by Bella Beauty Bar. They're Morally Gray. Newest launch for Valentine's. And who could not like Secret Garden? This could be spring and summer. This is a big palette. But you've got so many choices. Again, renewal, color, green grass, budding trees. You've got the earth tones here though too. You have neutrals, your neutral row, the greens, the pinks. It just screams spring to me, but it also screams summer. So this palette definitely could use for spring and summer. So, and that is the Secret Garden by Bella Beauty Bar. And, you know, all these palettes are magnetic palettes, if you don't know. From all of the brands. I don't think there's, except for the ABH palette. I don't know if that is magnetic or not. Never tried. Or the What's Up Beauty. I never tried. I'm not sure if those are magnetic either. But we're down to the last 3 palettes for my top 20 palettes for spring. I guess you could say spring, summer. But it's mainly spring because I know I have quite a few palettes that I definitely, in my opinion, would be like summer. And this is by Ensley Rain. So I picked these 3. And their newest launch, Hedgehog, from the Woodland Creatures, 2 of the 4 that they had done, you know, October, November, December, and January, and that was Hedgehog. This one I think it was What the Fox and the Bunny one was after. I think this was November. I can't remember. But the little bunny, Stop It. Just that alone says, hey, spring, Easter, new life. And then Hedgehog. And you're definitely going to see why. When we dip into these here, And they're definitely completely different. And they swatch different, they wear different. So here's Hedgehog. And here's Happy Go Lucky. You can see spring completely. The yellows, the peaches, the corals, the berry tones, like definitely spring and Easter for sure. So these two from Ensley Rain, and because there's only 2 in each, I'll swatch these. This is out of Hedgehog. I've created some gorgeous looks with this palette, you guys. And I think this is also a great way if you want to try the brand. I do have a code with Bella Beauty Bar and Ensley Rain. Both are affiliated. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. And the code is the same, capital letters, all capital letters, FFM Lisa. For both brands will save you 10%. And I do hope you do use it, you know. And if you do, I appreciate it so, so much. I do. I say it all the time, and it's true. I truly do appreciate if you use my code for any of these brands that I have codes with. And there's been a couple of you already here on YouTube that have told me you've used my code, and I am like, what? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. So again, for Bella Beauty Bar and for Ensley Rain, capital letters, FFM Lisa. All right, and again, I will put all of these brands in the description box for you below, and my code for, you know, it'll be with each brand. So these two, Ensley Rain, you can't get any more spring, and they are a great way to try the brand. This is Hedgehog, the 2 multi-chromes in here, and here is Happy Go Lucky. These just, yeah. So I'm excited that I have these in my collection. I truly wish they would have continued for the full year. Who knows, maybe they'll bring them back. I wish they would, because I think that this is, like I said, a great way to try the brand. I think the most was 42 or 46, 40, I think the most was $42. I can't remember which one that was. And then the cheapest, I think, was 32. So it ranged from 32 to 46, I think it was. I can't remember. But yeah, so definitely spring and Easter for sure. And then who could not, the Flutter and Flourish collection. You know, Flourish didn't speak to me. It really didn't, but this one did. And I love this. Love, love, love. And again, they just launched Glow, the Glow collection. I'm super excited. There is a blush, a highlighter, a lip gloss, 3 moon dusts, I believe it is, and then the palette, which is an 18 pan palette, very pastel-y. So that for sure is a spring and very Eastery palette for sure, you guys. Again, I will link Ensley Rain down below. They just launched it today. Yeah, how could you not? These are pastel-y, muted pastel-y, this beautiful like peachy coral, and this green, this kind of pastel green, neon green. This one is more of I don't know what kind of green you would really go, like a chartreuse maybe, you know? And then you've got this kind of light plummy color, and then a gray and a black. Like, I friggin' love this palette. I love this palette. And I'm just going to swatch. Look at that, even with my pinky. If you know, you know, like Ensley Rain. So with that, at 54 minutes, look at, that was a lot of palettes to get through that I personally think, in my opinion, shopping my stash to help you guys out, to show you some brands and some of their palettes, indie brands, and, you know, a couple mainstreams that I think would be great for summer or Easter. And if you don't celebrate Easter, just spring, or hey, if you just like lighter colors, then, you know, hey, these are great. Absolutely great. And with that, you guys, hopefully you will check out Music Inside the Makeup, which I am currently uploading. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please do give me feedback on it. I'm going to post one short tonight, and these 2 videos, I think this video will go up tonight, but Music Inside the Makeup will be posted tomorrow, which will be a Saturday, the 29th. And so I'm going to post my short with this look that I created with Music Inside the Makeup from Girl Cult. And hopefully this one will be up, but it's pretty late, so we'll see. But with that, you guys, in my squirrel brain, thank you so much for watching my videos all the way through, because you know that I'm not editing right now, and you know, hey, I'm bringing long form content back, baby. So thank you so much. And again, I will put all these brands in the description box, and the ones with my code I will leave for you, and you will save 10%. And thank you so much if you use it. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. If you're new, I hope you subscribe, stay a while. Please do like, comment, and share, because it truly helps my channel out. So with that, you guys, I hope to see you again. Till next time.